Well, take us back. The last fight against Helenius in Helsinki. Now, I think it's widely recognised the points decision should have gone your way. You believe that. A lot of people, myself included, believe that. Was that, in a way, a warm-up to fighting a much taller guy?
You know what? It's the same thing. I came back again. You know, like you just asked me to say. I just answered you. You know, the problem with Robert Helenius is since he started boxing, they've been giving him cab drivers, easy fighters. You know, so every time he was going to the ring, he used to knock them out and stuff like that. So he was big in his own bubble. And when I got there and I told him, you're not a great fighter. Anyone can be a great fighter fighting people you fight. If I was fighting those people, I'd be a great fighter. But now you met somebody who loves fighting. And then he told me he saw the Tyson Fury fight. And I was like, which is great for me, you watch that Tyson Fury fight. So you think I'm a bum. And then when we got in the ring, I told him, listen, we about to fight my way. And then we did.
Take us to maybe the week after the fight. Win, lose or draw, you're going to be chilling out. You're going to get paid well. What's the plan in the downtime for you? Fights are all about training and preparing.
Ain't no downtime. You know, like, after this fight, you know, I take 2 months off. I sit down with Frank, tell him where we want to go. But we come back victorious. You're gonna have to drag me off that guy because he don't know what's coming.
Okay.
From round 1, we're gonna be boxing at 400 miles an hour. By the time we get to round 8, we're gonna be over 6,000 miles an hour because he ain't gonna know why here.
So on BoxNation, we see and hear about a lot of boxers. We're very lucky we get in the ring with you guys to have a chat. But take us through your day training. Are you doing early road work, weights in the afternoon, sparring? How does a day pan out?
I got a big meeting today, so I just had to train early in the morning.
Okay.
But later on when I come back, I'll probably run 10 miles.
So 10 miles tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Wow, okay. So you're doing all the stamina work in the evening?
Yeah.
And what about Germany? When are you going out to prepare for the fight?
On Sunday.
Wow, this Sunday?
Yeah, I live on Sunday.
So camp's all set up, ready to go?
Yeah, everybody's all ready to go, man. Ready to go. Bon voyage.
Very laid back. This is good to see. This is good to see.
You have to be, man. You have to enjoy what you do, man. And I love it.
Now tell me, you've got a dog called Killer.
Have you seen Killer?
I have seen Killer.
No.
Have you guys seen Killer? Killer's probably about the size of this microphone. Where's Killer going to be watching the fight?
On telly.
Who looks after Killer when you're away?
My girlfriend.
So she'll be facing Killer towards the TV, cheering you on.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You keep moving, you keep moving.
I'm done now.
We've managed to get a few moments with Don Charles, Dereck Chisora's trainer. 7 years he's been preparing him for the WBC heavyweight title that's going to be right here on the 18th of February. Don, we've just seen some few moments with Dereck moving around in the ring. He seems to be slimmer, he seems to be mentally right. Is that a fair assessment?
I would say so, yeah. Everything seems to be in place for this fight.
And in terms of, we see the smiling Joker on the outside, is there anything that you know about him that you can maybe share with us about his preparation psychologically?
Dereck, if you gave me 100 heavyweights and lined them up, okay, I would choose him every day because what he brings, a lot of fighters might look fantastic in the gym, but on fight night they live it in the ring, they live it in the gym basically. Dereck guaranteed on fight night he brings it and more.
I mean, look, we won't have to go into exactly who and when, but some people on the big stage haven't come with their A game, but you're saying Dereck is a man who delivers.
Dereck is totally the opposite. He might clown about in the gym, but he's a serious worker. Underneath all that clowning, he's a serious worker. When that bell rings, something happens to him. He transforms into a beast.
Now, it's exactly 5 years and a day since his pro debut, from his pro debut to this fight. And you've been with him throughout that period. Tell us a bit about the progress he's made. You refer to him almost as graduating.
Yes, in terms of if you go to study anything at uni, i.e. medicine or law, generally it takes about 7 to 8 years to graduate. I look at this sport, or any sport for that matter, Dereck has spent 7 years in total boxing. So I would say at this stage of his career, this is his graduation. He's everything we've ever done. And for instance, in the last fight, I don't know if you got to see it, the Helenius fight.
I did see the whole fight.
Right. In that fight, he showed me and everybody who doubted him what he's capable of. Everything seemed to have come together in one night. And again, like as a trainer, it was good to see that everything we'd been practicing for the last 7 years came to light on that night. And people going to see again an elevation from that platform in Helsinki, the mental confidence he would have gained from that performance.
Yeah.
Okay, and again, Dereck is a guy who thrives under pressure. Everybody's saying you can't do this, as in he's not able to beat Klitschko. People didn't give us a chance against Helenius, and we saw what happened.
We did see what happened, and I'm one of those people who thought he should have won on points. So I don't think anyone has, well, apart from the 3 judges, massively disagreed with that. But, and this is a not so much a cause for concern, but if he couldn't get Helenius out of there in 12 rounds, how is he going to do that with a man who not only do we know can take a punch, but is difficult to punch?
Right. Let me tell you something here. My observations. Yeah. I respect the Klitschkos, both of them.
Klitschkai, I think they're called, the plural.
Okay. I respect both brothers, and they've achieved their achievements. Sure. It's unquestionable what they've done. But let me also tell you from where we're coming from. We're not fighting the name. On that night, Dereck Chisora is not fighting the name. Most fighters who go and fight these guys, they're fighting the big hype, the name. If you fight the name, you lose. You're beaten before you even get in that ring. Dereck Chisora, that I know, on that night, he's fighting a guy, a 6'6" guy who's in front of him, regardless of what he's achieved, and that we respect that, we're aware of it. But once that bell rings, he's fighting a guy in front of him, and that's what we see. You know, like I said, if you go in there in your head, oh, the Klitschko, you're beaten already. So the mental preparation, or the way Dereck is anyway, his mind, he respects them for their achievements. But like I said, on that night, he only sees a 6'6" guy. It doesn't matter what that guy's name is. It happens to be Klitschko. You
don't think there'll be any hangover in the later rounds if it gets there in the fight, that he'll be thinking about points being a problem?
Okay, let me tell you something again. These people might call me. By the way, I don't drink alcohol to the degree where I'm drunk, right? I don't take any substances that will make me hallucinate. I can tell you a prediction for this, that this is probably going to be one of Dereck's easiest fights. People might think, what are you talking about? I'll say it again. It's going to be one of the easiest fights Dereck Chisora has had to date.
Now let's just flip it around a little. You do know Klitschko well in terms of his style.
Yeah.
If you were his trainer, knowing he's facing Dereck, what would you be advising him?
You know what? I'm glad in one hand, I'm surprised in the other hand that they actually opted to fight Dereck Chisora. Because if anyone has the style, it's all about styles. Yeah, I'm a pugilist student. When I say to you, I studied this thing too, I'm sick, right? In styles, Dereck Chisora has the style to beat this guy. In the world of heavyweight boxing today, I don't see anybody else with the style to give these guys any problem, except for Dereck Chisora. The style he has, we will see on the 18th, we haven't got long to wait now, on the 18th he will demonstrate in that ring that he will get to the Klitschkos inside and do what's necessary.
At the moment, from the scenes we've had with Dereck in the ring, he's doing the fastest lap times.
That's right.
He's putting himself in pole position, but at root, we think he's going to win this Formula One.
I believe so because, like I said, the proof is in the pudding. On the night, Vitaly Klitschko has never faced, hence why his brother pulled out the first fight, because Emmanuel Schur is a very experienced boxing coach. Yeah, part of a coach's job is to observe the opponent. He was ringside when we did a public workout in Mannheim. He saw enough in the public workout to determine that Vladimir shouldn't have this fight.
And there's a lot of body on show and available, isn't there, when you're 6'6"?
Yes, there's a big target to hit. Dereck doesn't have to look for them, they have to look for Dereck.
Well, brilliant. Well, it seems like the preparation's been going really well. Thanks very much for joining us. So once again, 18th of February, Don Charles is going to be there. Are you? BoxNation.
Be there.